There are 15 billion mobile devices in the world today. 6 billion of them can access the internet, so you can call them smart. But advanced data analytics applications have been lagging behind. The work that we do in my research group is trying to understand how we can take advantage of this everywhere data collection to enable people to make decisions and understand their world anywhere and anytime. So currently, the prevailing philosophy for interactive computing is to think of devices as portholes into the virtual world. But of course, the future vision is to blend this digital and physical world together so that we can better utilize it and access information. So ubiquitous analytics is an umbrella term that concerns itself with leveraging not just the traditional computer, keyboard and mouse, but things like smartphones and tablets, even smartwatches, small displays, large displays, virtual and augmented reality, extended reality headsets. Beyond the technical reasons that we can do it, there are also very valid reasons drawn from human cognition for why we should do it. In the last few decades, cognitive psychology has gone beyond the soliptic view of the mind. Cognition becomes a system. Doing data analysis is a system-level process. It's not just a monitor and Excel spreadsheet I see there, but it's also the piece of paper I'm using for taking notes, the post-its I put on the screen to remember something, the other analysts in the room that I'm talking to in order to do my work better. In the Ubicom view of the world, we have one user with many devices. The traditional way of looking at one computer per person or one device per person is based on the fact that human attention is a limited resource. But perhaps there are complementary uses where an additional device or two or three can support users in being more effective. But this idea of cardinality is very central, and in my work we look at cardinality from three different perspectives. One is just having many devices. We spend a lot of time trying to come up with ways to make devices complementary. As an example, we have a research project called Distribute, where the idea is as you move through the day, maybe as you're walking, you might bring up a dashboard on your phone and see an overview. You get to your office, and all of a sudden the smartphone will mesh with the desktop computer you have in your office. And then when I move to the conference room to meet with other people, then again the dynamic change of the environment will mean we will now use the projector perhaps, or maybe other people's laptops to distribute the views automatically. Another form of cardinality is multiple resources, and now we're opening up individual devices, not just the devices themselves, but also the display space they have, the computational power, the input surfaces and input modalities they have. The third form of cardinality is multiple collaborators. We explored how to do data analysis in a group of individuals in a room with a wall-sized display. So we used motion capture equipment to track the individuals in the room. That information was used to implicitly respond to user action. So this research field of ubiquitous analytics, immersive analytics, has grown into a big field. In order to enable this kind of future, we're gonna have to do a better job of standards and infrastructures, trying to stay away from proprietary solutions, and supporting interoperability, I think, is the key to making this a reality. Human-centered AI. We don't want AI models that are black boxes and do our thinking for us. Accessibility. If we want our technologies to actually have an impact in people's lives, we also need to make sure that everyone can use them. Dealing with very large computations, aspects of privacy and security for this to be not a dystopian future, but where the information can be used to empower people's lives and the decisions they have to make.